Good afternoon. My name is Peggy. I'm the Anglican priest from the Diocese of Pittsburgh, and I'm also the pastor for Rachel's Vineyard. I regret my abortion because now I understand that abortion is a sin, and that the choice I made that day, a sinful choice, was driven by my own pride, another sin. At the time that I made that choice, I saw my unexpected and untimely pregnancy as a fun night gone bad. In spite of being a nursing student, I never considered that the life inside of me was really a life, and that I was nurturing that life in my womb. I never considered it to be a gift created by our God. I only saw the inconvenience this would cause to me, my family, to my friends, and to the man who was the father of the child who paid for the abortion. So rather than consider this life growing inside of me, I chose abortion. When I arrived at the clinic, I was in complete denial of that life. I considered my act that day simply as a clinical procedure. A procedure known only to me, my best friend, and to the man who was the father of the child. No one at the clinic convinced me otherwise. In fact, they were supportive of my decision, telling me it was the best decision considering the circumstances. During the abortion and immediately following, I felt a tinge of pain in my right side. The doctor said that this would be normal, especially since I was nearly 13 weeks. I felt that same tinge of pain in my right side off and on for 20 years. Even after I fell in love, married, and attempted to get pregnant, my pain continued. Eventually, my inability to conceive after marriage brought me to the place of recalling my abortion experience. As I grew in my faith, this choice that I made so many years before continued to haunt me. I began to understand that the choice that I made to have an abortion was indeed a sin. It was in the acknowledgement of the abortion as a sin that the door opened for me for healing, and the Lord began His redemptive work in me. The Lord used many events, including my marriage, the adoption of my beautiful daughter Molly, on this journey of healing. Through grace and over time, I began to see that the years of energy that I spent striving for perfection, seeking approval and attention, throwing myself into being the best that I could be at my work, were simply ways to stuff the guilt and the shame further into the depths of my soul. Owning the sin of abortion, acknowledging that I was responsible for ending a life, something that only God can do, brought my guilt and shame to light. I was compelled to deal with it. But the gracious God that I serve showed me the son that I aborted. He gave me a name for him, Samuel John, and brought me here today. That was all part of the healing that the Lord has taken me through. I know now that when I arrived at the clinic that day, I committed a sin. And I know now that God, my God, the God of all creation, gave His only Son, Jesus Christ, for my sin of abortion. And I know that no sin, not even abortion, is too much for Him to forgive and for Him to redeem. To all of you out there who have experienced the physical, emotional, or spiritual pain of an abortion, or who have been a part of it, please know that God's grace is for you. He's bigger than our abortions. He's bigger than all the clinics all over the United States. To those of you who are faced with an unwanted pregnancy, know that abortion is in fact a sin, and that there are other choices available. It's for all of those reasons that I am silent no more.